Hey everybody, how you doing? So I'm in my car, as you can see, and I'm a bit ashamed to film a video in my car because I still have the red carpet from my birthday party sitting behind me in the car. That's a whole nother story. I'll tell you about it another time. But we are off now to Blackheath. Now, Blackheath is somewhere that I don't think I've ever been. It's in London. But my friend Angie Brown, who's now Angie Brown Muniz because she got married a few weeks ago, Angie and her creative team are having an event on the 30th of April. There's her, there's Beverly Skeet, there's Catherine Ellis, there's some DJs, and just knowing Angie, I know that it's going to be such a fun night. So they've invited me over to come and film a rehearsal, which is going on today, and they said that I could take you with me. So come on, let's go to Blackheath. Hey everyone, so I'm not in Blackheath. I went to Blackheath. I got a bit lost, but eventually found the place. And there was nobody there. So I looked back at the messages and realised that I'd made a mistake. It's next Monday. So I can't do next Monday because I'm doing talks for Terence Higgins Trust. So I'm going to put all the links down below for the show that Angie and the other people are doing. I'm currently sitting in Clapham Common, which is back in South London. I used to live here. I don't live here anymore, unfortunately, but I used to live here and I always get drawn back to it. So I thought, seeing as I was really annoyed with myself, thinking I need a PA, I need somebody to organise my talks and my Hart Talks and my other things, you know, and fit them in around my crazy health, which can be good one day and really bad the next day. So so I was I was very annoyed with myself. More the fact that I was really excited about seeing Angie and all her friends do their thing. I'll maybe try and go on the actual night, so it's the 30th of April. I'll maybe try and go on the night, but that week is really busy for me, so I need to see how I am. So anyway, I'm sitting in the park. I am just trying to get myself into a better mood. I need to apologise. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. I took a few weeks off, which wasn't a planned thing. I got scheduling kind of changed on me for Angie's gig, or for Angie's rehearsal, so that changed on me, and then I thought I should have done a video last week, and then I never got round to it. So I apologise. I am here, I'm alive, and I'm still kicking. So it's funny walking down here because I've been in London for 20 years now, and it's amazing how I've always lived in South London. I haven't. I lived in West London for a while, but the majority of the 20 years that I've been here have been in London, have been in South London. So, there's so many different areas, and I suppose everybody finds that with different cities that they live in, you know, that there's so many different areas, but you find your area, and you tend to stay there. I've lived in Brixton, Clapham, Camberwell, Norwood Junction, Clapham, Brixton. So yeah, I've kind of circled round. Started off where I've ended up where I first started off. So yeah, and it's funny as well walking down here because I walk past a lot of places that I look at and remember my history in London, because obviously so much has happened to me here over the last 20 years. You know, there was Bombay Dreams, there was my ex-partner, there was the attack, which led me to becoming HIV positive. There was my transplant. There was Shadow Dreamer. There was so many different things that have happened. And it's funny, I walked past a restaurant that me and my ex used to go to, and I don't see my ex anymore, and he got married to somebody else. And it's funny though, I walked past a restaurant which isn't even there anymore. It's changed. It's something else now. But I remember how happy I was when I was there with him. But I also remember that I felt happy, but I wasn't allowing myself to be happy because I was looking for perfection. And at that time, this was before Shadow Dreamer, it was before the rape, it was before all those things happened. I was trying to find perfection, and so I never really was able to enjoy it as much as I should have. The same way as Bombay Dreams, I often look back at it and think, although I loved it, I don't think I really gave myself the enjoyment that I should have had from it, and the achievement, because as a kid that had come from that kind of home, where there was all different types of abuse, I was always looking for perfection, and didn't realise that doesn't exist in a relationship, in a person, it just doesn't exist, does it? So I suppose I come back to Clapham as a little reminder of the past. It's funny, me and Jean used to, when me and Jean used to work together, the place we worked at was in Clapham South, so it was just up the road. And at lunchtime or after work, sometimes we would go for a walk, and we would go around all the really nice posh houses that were in the area, and we would say, if I won the lottery, I'd buy that house, or if I won the lottery, I'd buy that house. And we used to do that so often. I'm sure other people have done that as well. So that was a little dream of ours, which might still happen. You never know. Although I haven't played the lottery for ages. Can't win it if you're not in it, as they say. So yeah. So a few things that have gone on in the last couple of weeks, which I should have documented, but again, I didn't, was first of all Richie's birthday. Remember my friend Rich? I was at his wedding last year. Not last year, 2 years ago. Or was it 3 years ago? God. Yeah, Richie's birthday. And then my friend Philip, who's been on Hart Talks, he had a party for his 40th birthday. And then it was Gary's birthday the day after that, so I went out with Gary, and that was a lot of fun. What else? And I've got stuff coming up. I'm doing some talks for Terence Higgins Trust next week. That's why I'm not available for Angie's on the date that I should have been meeting up with Angie. So I'm doing some talks in a school, and then I'm doing an advertising campaign, again connected to Terence Higgins Trust, again connected to a big company like Next, the clothing company, who are wanting to do a range of clothes, I think, that will raise money for HIV charities and things like that. So so I will. Again, they're the kind of things that you never know if you can take a camera with you. So I will try. It's in Leicester, which is somewhere I've never been. I don't even know where it is. So, but my train, they'll get me a train there. So, So that's something that I'm looking forward to at the end of the month. So I think that's about it. There's nothing else really exciting happening in my life. I was going to say that I needed a PA and that to organise things, so and to put your name and details in the description box below. But I don't mean that. I should be able to organise my own life. It's not that complicated. But so I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's been taking care, and the sun is out in London. Obviously, I'm outside, so it shows that the sun has come out in London. So that makes me happy. As you know, I am very tropical. I'm fed up of wearing a hoodie and yeah. So so the sun's out, so that's something that's good, so I'm pleased about that. So that's about it for this week. I'm sorry it wasn't really an exciting or informative video. It was just there's an aeroplane going overhead and I'm jealous because I wonder where those people are going. I'd love to be going away. I'd love to be in New York first, get to see my friends Ellen and June and Flo and Maria, and then I would like to head to somewhere tropical. Rich and Emily were recently in Mauritius or the Maldives. Oh, I can't remember where they were. They were somewhere tropical and they said that it was beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. So so that would be my next stop. Of course, I don't have any money to do these things, but you know, when I win the lottery and I bought my big posh fancy house, I'll go on that holiday. So anyway, everybody take care. I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Look after yourself, be good. Let me know what you've been up to. Pop it in the comment section below. Tell me what's going on. Is the sun out where you are? Do you like the sun? Are you one of those people that is like, no, I'd rather be in the cold? Which if you are, then we are a very different breed. And please remember to do the usual of liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting on this video. Oh, and these are the pictures that Angie sent me about her the event on the 30th of April. So if you're in London, find out where Blackheath is, buy your tickets and go along. I know it will be a bumping night. It will be amazing. It really will. Take care, everybody.